Excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully batter them.
Yeah.
Batter them.
Yeah.
That's what we've been saying up here.
Yeah.
6-2, I think you said this.
Well, I
is
said
gonna be.
6-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. What have you made of the recent games? Does it feel like Norwich are definitely headed in the right direction?
It's nice to see
Definitely,
it. Nice to see it back to the attacking football that under Farker was great.
Yeah.
And it just feels the same sort of play as what under Farker was. So it's great.
Yeah.
Are you surprised by how quickly it seems to have sort of come together?
Yeah, I think this was going to be a season we're just building it up.
Yeah.
So it was always mid-table for me this season. So to see the wins coming in is just feeling good.
Yeah.
Feeling good. So yeah, and you know, it's no change. We're up there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go up and come back down again, but that's the problem. But you know, it's feeling good.
Yeah. What do you make of Stoke today? Obviously, they've got a new manager who was previously at Norwich and notoriously quite a tough away day. Do you think?
Yeah.
Well,
Gibson
I mean, 6-2
well.
suggests it might not be that hard, but what do you make of it?
Go on, what do you think?
Probably won't be as easy.
Yeah.
A difficult game.
But Gibson's there, so it should help us out.
Yeah. Yeah. How did you cope with the international break? Are you delighted to be back watching club football now?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, especially the dross at England were as well. So actually, it's nice to see proper team play.
Yeah. You said 6-2. What do you reckon?
I said 3-1 was my view. Yeah. So.
Well, let's hope. I'll take any of them. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've obviously been performing very well recently, so I hope that we continue that.
Yeah.
And knock a few in.
Yeah.
I think there's obviously a lot at stake with Narcissus and Paul, so I think the lads will be up for it.
Yeah, what do you make of that element? Do you think it's something that goes against Norwich, the fact that the opposition maybe do have that inside knowledge?
I don't think so. I think the players will be up for I think particularly after what was said about Borja.
Yeah.
I think he's obviously been made great by Narcissus, so I'm sure he'll prove that today. Maybe he'll have a hat-trick.
Yeah, it feels like maybe now that the test is coming for Norwich with the games coming thick and fast and sort of the winter coming, do you feel like now is the time to sort of test their mettle a little bit?
The next couple of games I think will be really, really important.
Yeah.
So after 3 games this week, I think it'll show the mettle we have.
Yeah.
But I think we've a strong squad, so.
Yeah. How worried are you about the injury situation at the moment? Is it just sort of par for the course, or are you?
I think it is. I think we've got good squad depth this year.
Yeah.
So you hardly. I mean, I think it's going to be a bigger problem if we didn't have people injured. How would you fit them in?
Yeah. Well, that's true. Yeah.
It's generally pretty good cover in most positions.
Yeah. There's been some scepticism maybe about George Long and his new contract and his skills. Are you worried that might be an Achilles heel for Norwich today, or not?
I don't think so. I mean, I think he'd step up to the plate.
Yeah.
I'd love to see Archie Mayer getting a chance at some point.
Yeah.
To see what he's like.
I suppose it's good for him to be probably on the bench today and involved.
So,
Yeah.
No, I have confidence in George. I think he'll do well.
Yeah, of course. Can I have a score prediction for today's game?
I think 3-1 Norwich.
Who's going to score?
I think Signs will definitely score. He'll be up for it, and I'd love to see Cernach score.
Yeah, that would be good.
You should hopefully win, but you never know with Norwich City.
Yeah, true. What do you make of Stoke? Do you think there'll be a tough test or not really?
Looking quite weak at the moment, so yeah, near bottom of the table. So,
Yeah. Yeah. What have you made of Norwich in recent weeks? As you said, it could always go wrong from here, but so far it's been pretty good, hasn't it?
yeah, it's been pretty good so far. We've had a lot of wins, especially away wins.
Yeah.
Most recently, so yeah, should be a good one.
Yeah. What do you make of the injuries at the moment? Do you think they're going to have a significant impact for Norwich, or is it just sort of expected to?
We've got good squad depth, I think, talented squad, so I think we should be alright.
Yeah. Yeah, can I have a couple of score predictions for today's game?
Saying 2-1.
Nice.
So 3-1 Norwich.
On balance of play, we were definitely the better team in the first half. I think when Nunes went off, that kind of disrupted us a bit.
Yeah.
Didn't have as much control.
Stoppages in play.
Stoppages in play didn't help. But overall, I think coming away to Stoke, getting a draw, decent.
Yeah, was it the sort of one where maybe if you can't play your best, then you'll take a point in these
Yeah,
sorts of
don't
games?
get beat. That's the at the end of the day, isn't it? That's what you want. I think we, in first half, we definitely deserved to be ahead.
Yeah.
I think all the stoppages at the end of the first half kind of disrupted everything, and I think that allowed them back into it. And then they had their tails up in the second half a bit more. We didn't have as much control, but overall, good, really good effort, really good effort from the team. So happy.
Yeah, was it similar to the levels you've seen from Norwich in the last few weeks, or did it feel like a bit of a drop?
Maybe a bit of a dip. Yeah.
What would you put that down to?
I don't know. Maybe an international break, just getting, and also a lot of changes in the second half. Maybe that sort of just disrupted the rhythm a little bit.
Yeah.
And I still think losing Nunes just before half time didn't help.
Yeah, how big of a blow could that be over the next few weeks?
Well, yeah, we'll see. It looked like it might have been a hamstring, so it could be a few weeks. That's going to be, well, it'll be tricky.
Yeah. So I suppose that is a tough one. What did you make of the players who came into midfield and some of the substitutes? Did you feel like there was the squad depth to replace him, or is that?
I think. I mean, someone like Nunes is difficult to replace, but the players that came in, still do a good job. Fulsam comes in.
Still fairly new to the squad.
Yeah,
so
true.
Yeah. I think that's a good point because there's quite a lot of them who are new, aren't they? So bedding in take a little bit while, but yeah, it's all good.
I think it was too bad, to be honest. First half was good. I think second half, Pelach clearly knew what we were trying to do. I don't think you can be too overreactionary.
Yeah.
I think one bad half doesn't make a bad team. I think there was a lot of people moaning about the subs. I think Slimani going off maybe opened us up in the midfield a bit too much space. But after the international break, I think you look at Swansea, we were not poor, but open. It looked like they didn't have enough time to prepare. I think that's probably the same case here. But I think on the whole, I think it was first half we should have put 3 or 4 passes. The second half was a little bit of a lapse in concentration. A few decisions, Saint should have squared it to Sargent. But I don't think you can be too reactionary over that, to be honest.
Yeah, I suppose it was one of those ones where if you can't win the game, then you're taking
exactly. I mean, I always say 3 points at home, point away from home. If you do that through the season, you're averaging 2 points.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask for. It's not like last season where you turned up and it was absolute dross. It was still somewhat exciting in the second half. I don't think you can be too disappointed.
Yeah, you mentioned Slimani. Was he one of the ones who impressed you most?
I think Slimani's brilliant. I think he takes control of the game. He's got a bit of bite about him. He'll put his foot in. Good on the ball. Haven't really seen much of him in front of goal, but in terms of being able to put his foot on the ball, travel with the ball, distribute the ball, the goal against Hull, the build up to that where he played it to the left flank, ball came over. I think he's just somewhat instrumental, and he can probably fill the hole that Nunes will leave if he is injured.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about him. How much of a worry is that?
I think we all know, given this season, how much of a difference Nunes has made. It'd be a bit of a blow if he is out for a sustained period, but you would hope that players can come in and make a difference. I mean, Schwartau, I think, looks like a really tidy player. Looks a little bit rough around the edges. But I think on the whole the squad should have enough depth. But you do worry that if you do get another injury in that area, then you're looking a bit thin.
To be honest, I was a bit worried coming into the game, weirdly enough. Even though I've been feeling good generally, but I don't know, the day before I was a bit nervous. So I'll take that, especially after the last 10 minutes. And
was it the sort of game where if you can't win, don't lose?
Well, exactly. I'm fairly relieved actually. Or at least not disappointed. To walk away with a point there. So.
What did you make of the performance levels? Did it feel like a bit of a dip compared to how it's been the last few weeks?
I think so. Yeah. We seemed a bit off it even in the first half. And then usually I thought when second half we come out a lot better. But today I don't think that was the case. I think we looked a bit shaky, to be honest. In the second half.
What do you put that down to? Is it the international break? Is it Marcelino Nunez injury?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's not. It's a lot of changeover in it, and there's a lot of niggling injuries. It's hard to say, but I think we'll. I don't think it's going to last very long. I think we'll be better.
I suppose in the bigger picture, it's not the end of the world, is it? A result
still a
Stoke.
week. So.
Yeah, true. What do you make of Norwich overall, and sort of where they can finish this season? How do you expect them to do in the long term?
Well, I don't know. I've had a bit of. I feel like every week I've got a different position on that. But I think generally feeling good. I think we'll comfortably be in top half by the state of the squads in the division at the moment. I'm looking at top 6 now. Maybe a couple of weeks ago I was thinking, top 4. But, we'll see. It's early on in it, so it's hard to say.